my manager's office, this was over Christmas, they had the year in review. It was Entertainment Weekly had, and it had everybody on shows, like, who was on TV. It was like on Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah.
And other than like Will Smith was on it.
Yeah.
And there was one other person. I didn't know who anybody was.
It's oversaturated.
But I thought maybe because I'm older, or maybe because I'm in the business, I don't pay attention. I don't know. I went to the girl behind the desk that was like 21.
Yeah.
And I said to her, I said, do you know who any of these people are?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, those are the Gilmore Girls. I go, well, what are their names? She does. Nobody knows.
So funny you say that. Because, Vicki Lawrence, she was on the 70s, 80s. Everybody knows her.
Vicki Lawrence, it was great.
Everybody's great. Everybody can spot her. Okay, there's a new show called The Rookie, and this guy was on the show Castle, but I can't think of the guy. I don't know this guy's name.
Nathan Philbin.
Okay, well, that's nice. You know it. I could never think of this guy's name.
I liked Castle.
And there's a lot of TV actors out there that I recognize them, but I don't know their names. You know?
Now, it's not a vanity thing. It's a business thing. It's a money thing.
Well, you got to have name recognition if you want to make it in this business.
Well, I'm saying, but not anymore.
Yeah.
So now
you're still getting paid.
You got all the internet stuff that's going on, where people are branding themselves on Instagram and making, millions of dollars. Yeah. So again, it's a good time as well because now there's no real gatekeepers like there used to be. So you can brand yourself some more.
Right now, I'm sure they'll find a way to monetize that, FCC it or something. You know what I mean? Right now, they always do. Government got to stick their fingers in it somehow. But that's just wild the way things work these days. Because it started with Netflix and then Amazon and Hulu. And like you're right. What do I watch on NBC? Football. What do I watch on ABC? College football.
I still have a couple shows. I like TNT and USA. I like old reruns of.
But you're watching reruns.
Law and Order.
Right.
Chicago PD.
What new shows are you watching right now?
I watch Chicago PD.
Okay.
I like
that. New?
It's been out like 3 years.
Okay,
yeah.
That's new. What shows that are currently on?
It's on.
That's appointment setting that you must watch. Like, new episode of South Park's on. I'll catch the rerun next week.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
There is NCIS. I've always been a fan of. So me and my girlfriend always loved that show. And then Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
I love Tim Allen, and of course I'm on the conservative side, so that helps. That's about it.
Other than Game of Thrones,
for some reason, I love the Goldberg show. I don't really watch it new, but I don't know why, it just brings me back to my 80s childhood, I like goofy shows like that, so that Goldberg show I like, but that's about it, man. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's hilarious.
What is?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay. That's with that Adam Sandberg, right?
Yeah, and I like him. I think he's funny.
I was the only show I watched Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. That's the only appointment.
I watch Game of Thrones.
And even that I DRR because it's on Sundays and I got to watch football.
And Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. I'm actually going to watch that this weekend.
I'm going to watch it too.
Yeah, I am. I didn't know
I've been having internet problems at the house, but...
you're not with Comcast, are you?
No, they want like $2,000 to join them.
Here's why I think the Cobra Kai show was so successful. And again, taking myself out of the equation, just working with the guys. It's a comedy. It's the guys that did Hot Tub Time Machine and Harold and Kumar. They wrote it. All right. It had the original cast, but here's why I think it really got all these great reviews and everything. Is because when it was announced they were going to make it, all the fanboys got online and were trashing it. Leave it alone. This is going to suck. Then there was a video that went viral from making Daniel to be the bad guy instead of Johnny.
I saw that. Right? We were dying about that.
Now, the show, there's a twist on that where season 1 is really about Johnny. You're learning about Johnny and you're seeing where Daniel's at. Okay, because he owns a car dealership. A string of car dealerships in the Valley. It's LaRusso Motors. And then I play Louis LaRusso, his cousin.
Okay.
So, and if you remember in Karate Kid 2, Louis, remember, it's my Uncle Louis?
Yeah.
He's dying. Remember, he's talking to his mom and he's dying. That's my father.
Okay.
In the Karate Kid trilogy, whatever this is called.
It's a trilogy.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So now... people started hating on it. They thought it was going to be awful. They didn't even know what it was going to be. And not only was it's good.
Yeah.
Right? It's better than good.
Yeah.
But I think it becomes, people loved it because they were going to hate it. And they were like, oh wow, this is actually pretty good. So then
the bar wasn't set that high.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely. So then it made it up here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then everybody was learning about Johnny and then there's a lot of throwbacks to like the 80s stuff. And, Karate Kid, when I was a kid, I related to it because, the mom was Italian. They were single mom from New Jersey, moving, And my wife, who's younger than me, was liking it because of the kids. There's a lot of kid stuff in there, but they make fun of the progressive social justice stuff because Johnny is still an 80s bully at heart. You know what I mean? So when he's because he opens up the Cobra Kai dojo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he starts training these kids. And then from there, but it's comedy. But I think a lot of the success also came from people. People were not expecting it to be good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that helps.
Because so we got to see how season 2 steps up.
I want one spoiler alert. Does he end up marrying Elizabeth Shue?
I will say she's not in season 1.
Okay. That's all I'm just curious about.
But that doesn't mean she won't be in season 2.
Exactly.
But she's not in season 1.
I love her. Anyway.
We were just talking about kid crushes earlier today.
Yeah,
she was one of them.
Today. She was one of them.
She was definitely one of them.
You know what else was pretty cute was Meg Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Until she started getting plastic surgery and all that
my first celebrity crush was Nicole Eggert from Charles in Charge.
I forgot about her.
Yeah.
That was a strong one.
And then Alyssa Milano followed by Who's the Boss.
And Chachi clipped her too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah.
Chachi clipped everybody.
He did.
Seriously, if you look up top 10 clippers of all time, Chachi's top number 1 or 2. If you look at it's out of him and Prince.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean their stable of clipping is just insane.
Years ago, Scott Baio had this reality show. I don't know. I forgot what it was
40
called.
and Married or
something like that.
Yeah.
And I actually binge watched 4 episodes in a row. And he talks about his past and that stuff. And oh my goodness,
did he really? What did he say?
Some of the girls on he had them all back in the day. Man.
I'm sure he did.
No, pretty much it was every Playmate.
Yeah,
I think he clipped
model.
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
He clipped
anybody who was on that show. Boom. He said he had an addiction to sex. Yeah. So anybody who appeared on that show, he was.
he gotta love Chachi.
Yeah. All right,
Chachi's strong.
We're gonna take our body out break. We'll be back more Bret Ernst on 1070 NBC Sports. Welcome back to the Larry Timko Show on 1070 NBC Sports, Charlotte County Sports Authority, broadcasted live from our Howard's Pool World Studios, where they didn't invent pool service, they perfected it. Don't forget, high school football tonight as the Charlotte Tarpons go for a district championship. You can join myself and Jeff Briscoe at 7:15 live from Cape Coral as they take on the Seahawks. And if you're looking for some comedy, well, the Castle on Kings Highway featuring Bret Ernst. All weekend long. For tickets, just call 941-629-9191 or log on to Vasani.net. Awesome, guys. All right. Bret had a chance to witness history this year.
Uh-oh.
I was there.
He was there when the Cleveland Browns finally won a football game.
I saw the video.
Was that your plan all along to be there, or was it just something that happened spontaneously?
No, well, I've been riding Cleveland all year, man, and they've been covering for me. I didn't take them last week.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad I didn't.
How you like them against the Bucs this week?
I like them a lot, actually.
Because the spread's only 3, right?
It's only 3?
I think it's only 3.
Well, I'll tell you what I got.
Yeah.
Dr. J just said call him now if you want to call him.
All right. I don't want to give his number away over the
No.
All right,
but he's operating on somebody.
All right. No, I don't want to mess with him.
No.
All right, I am getting 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
Which I think, again, this is going to be a close game. In my pool, I mean, this isn't who I'm taking. For me, the pick of the week is Cowboys over the Redskins.
Wow, nice, yeah.
Because you're getting a 1.5.
There's my cowboy corner over there.
I love the boys. And then we have, I also like the Patriots are only giving away 3.5 against Chicago.
Dr. Hockey.
Is he here?
That's
calling in?
1070 NBC Sports. Welcome to the Larry Timko Show.
Hey, it's Jake Calvert.
Hey, Dr. Hockey, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Good, yeah. You just came up in conversation just randomly.
Well, he asked me if I knew you. I said, yeah, I just did his podcast, and then we were talking. I said, he's probably cutting somebody up right now.
I was cutting somebody up. You got it right.
I know, I'm saying. Well,
rhinoblast.
Yeah. Well, I was like, let's give him a call since my Lightning won last night.
Yeah, he's all excited.
3-1. We're off to a good start.
So the Penguins.
Yeah, no, they look like they're doing all right. You know, I'm excited for the Lightning. I picked them to win from the East and possibly win the Cup, but they look great.
That's a bold pick.
Nah.
Yeah, well, I think they've got it this year, and it's the last year with Stevie Y, so they better do it.
Yeah.
And then Penguins won.
Yeah. Well,
yes, they did.
My thinking is this is Yzerman's last year with the team, so let's win a cup for Steve before he leaves.
Before he goes to Detroit.
And wins a cup.
Well, hey, so what are you doing with Bret on there? What's going on?
I'm just in town, man. I'm at the Visani Theater. And then I don't know how your name came up. We were just talking hockey or whatever, and he just asked.
Entourage. We were talking Entourage.
Oh yeah, because you mentioned Kevin, and then he went to you, and then.
Oh, that's so funny.
By the way, you know you're a popular dude when you're name dropping Dr. Hockey over the whole Entourage cast.
Right.
Well, it's good. I mean, it's hockey season, man. I mean, everybody's talking about it. This is an exciting year. There's a lot going on, and. I think it's going to be interesting. I think Tampa's got a great chance this year. I'm pretty excited for you guys.
Do you think Vegas was a fluke?
I think that Vegas was. It was like all the stars aligned for the right minute, and probably this year they're going to have a much harder time. It's a totally different team, by the way. Mm-hmm. They moved a lot of people. They got some new people, so the chemistry is going to be completely different. I think they're really, they interestingly had a total complete entry into the NHL like they've been a franchise for a long time. And I think now they're going to have franchise problems that are very, sort of those of a mature team. It's really unique, mm-hmm. But we'll see what happens. Remember, it's an expansion year. Seattle gets a team this year too, so it's going to happen all over again.
Oh wow, forgot about that.
Yeah. Are they going to get this? It's going to be the same thing all over again.
It is. And by the way, don't count Stevie Y out. Everybody thinks he's going back to Detroit. I mean, there's a good chance that I think that Seattle's going to tap him to come up to their neck of the woods to run this new franchise.
Ooh, that would be interesting to see too. Yeah. Awesome.
Well, dude, we just wanted to say hi to you, man.
Yeah, get back to surgery. Thanks for
go back to carving up hot housewives.
Absolutely, and by the way, Bret, you're going to be invited to the big Mastros dinner with Connolly and all the guests from last year because I lost the bet to Connolly. So if you're in town, it's going to be in November or early December. I'll let you know.
Oh, that might be a possibility. That's strong.
Well, I hope so. Hope you're in town.
I might be in town, man. No, I'll fly out just to beat you for a T-bone.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, Doc.
All right, buddy.
All right, talk to you guys soon. Take care.
That's awesome. Hey, look at that. You got an invite to a steak dinner. How about that?
I was going to say, though, getting back to sports that matter, like football.
Right. Cleveland. Back to Cleveland.
No. What he was saying about the Vegas, about the Knights, mm-hmm. is kind of the Dak Prescott effect, where, you had that first season that it was just, was it a fluke? And I saw something with Coward today. He was talking about what Dak Prescott brings. And he made the analogy to his stepfather. And he said, his stepfather had passed away, and this was somebody shared, this was from preseason.
Right.
But he was saying how he thanked his stepfather for stabilizing the family. And he goes, and what that means is he brought order. There was no yelling. There was no craziness. And then he made the analogy how Dak stabilizes the Cowboys. How it's the loudest team in America.
That's true.
Right. It makes a lot of noise.
Lots of noise.
Probably. And then Dak shows up and he's like the dad that just stabilized everything.
Yes.
No more goofy stuff. And now we're just running,
I feel like the criticism he's getting this year is unfair. I feel like, okay, when you look at Dak's rookie year, look at what he had. He had one of the best offensive lines in football. He had the Ezekiel Elliott effect as well. He also had Jason Witten and Des Bryant. You look at this team now, the offensive line is not as good as it was before. The receivers are non-existent. I'm sorry, I hate our receiving core right now. And all you got to lean on is Zeke Elliott now.
To be honest with you, he never earned a spot. He didn't even win out the second string position.
Well, no,
people forget that.
He was forced into the job.
He was forced into the job. Yeah. Right. Now, personally, I think if we allowed Romo to come back, we could have went much further that year.
I agree with that.
But again, Romo was always hurt.
Wouldn't have made it through the year.
Yeah, he's always hurt.
Always. Yeah.
And this probably saved Romo's life, to be honest with you, because, again, people don't realize, non-Cowboy fans don't realize how good Tony was. that choke artist crap that they always say is just sound bites that they get. They don't. I watch every game
because of that one play,
right?
You know,
he
threw, what got him back into the game to have.
People forget he threw for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns against Denver. Their Super Bowl year.
Yeah,
this is the problem. This is the problem with the Cowboys over the last 20 years. They had a great defense, horrible offense. We finally get the offense fixed. The defense is pathetic.
Defense has always been our Achilles heel.
We can't get it both together at the